Good morning. It is November 15th, 2021. This morning I'm just talking about, motives. Um, just really I was digging deep, trying to realize or understand my motives previous to my motives now. Yesterday I was just thinking of how, um, what is, in a relationship with God, what is it that we desire to get out of it? Because no matter how good our intentions are, there's always a motive. There's always something that is driving and possessing or giving you the passion or the ability to put effort into, um, and trying to identify the motive and in myself and trying to really see, where I was at before and make sure that I'm still, because I can easily fall back into selfish motives, and where I'm at, because this is a daily evaluation of where I'm walking, and because I am one day away from slipping right back into my own selfish desire, my own selfish motives. The day that I don't surrender my life and I don't surrender the outcomes, and I try to take control of things, which is just, I mean, literally, these are choices, individual choices that I have to make every day that war against my flesh, that I have to give up every day to chase after God and to surrender to God and to give Him my life instead of taking it back into my own hands. This is not a one and done, you're fixed and you're going to move on. This is a daily pick up my cross. It's funny how the word, when you just, I am realizing how absolutely accurate this word is. I mean, the word of God is so crazy accurate in all these things, to walk the walk with Jesus and to live a life giving him your life. It takes these steps that are scriptural, like the things that I never understood before, like how do you die to self daily? It's not easy, and it's not something that is I mean, I would beg to think, I would think that there's a large percentage of Christians that are not dead to self daily, or maybe they are once in a while. I would say that there's tons of pastors. I would say there's probably, because this is, and who am I to know or whatever. I just am realizing the depth of how to live this life is so far beyond this Christianese, this religion of being a Christian. And this, I just look at how the tradition, the traditional church and the traditional Christians and all these things that we know as, this is what being a Christian is about, is all based around, uh, I think, just motives of trying to do something for the kingdom instead of trying to just be somebody or trying to be in a relationship with the kingdom maker. And I don't know, I have no idea. I just know that it's very hard for me, and I have to identify these things daily. And so what I'm identifying today is my motives, and looking at my motives in previous, like I had the desire to want to be a Christian when it came time to being a Christian. But every bit of my schedule, and when I'd go to work, when it, yes, I would speak about God. I would give him glory, and I would tell him, I would say that, thank God. It's all about, I'm blessed by God, and I would speak about him. And I felt like my heart was, I felt like I was living the Christian walk. But then behind the scenes, it was like I was like, okay, God, I'm going to walk my life, and I want to take you along with me and try to use your name and try to do whatever I want to do and just put your name out there as if you're the one making these things happen. But in reality, I was the one making those things happen because I was chasing after selfish desires and I wanted to act as if it was God putting those in my life. Um, as I look at it, it's just crazy because in reality, I wasn't following God. I was leading God where I wanted to go, and I was taking Him with me, and in my pursuit of my business, my career, whether it was my marriage, whether it was in my social or my recreational, everything was about, I'd go up into the mountains, which I love the mountains. But the thing was, is that I was seeking myself and trying to take God with me. I mean, I was, you know, half the time drunk. I was all the time smoking weed, and I was just completely feeding the flesh. I wasn't okay with myself. There was no peace. There was no kingdom life. I was just, whenever I thought about it, I was like, oh God, you want to come and talk? Oh God, you want to be a part of this? I'm over here. You want to come over here, chase me? And it was all about me, you know, and I thought that I was living this Christian life. I really thought that I was struggling with stuff, and I had sin in my life, and I was like, everybody has sin in their life. Who can get over all the sin? Nobody's perfect. And but I was in bondage. I was in bondage to stuff, and God was there. He still loved me through it all. Like, He literally was there. He was absolutely there. Even in my even in my fallen stage and my bondage, He was always there. Even when I was like, "Come on, Jesus," like, He was there. But He was always calling me somewhere else. And I was never, you know, never able to realize it. Like, I was blinded by my selfish desires. I was blinded by this world and the things in the world. I had two different masters, and I would serve Him when it seemed fitting, but I was really serving everything else and giving Him my leftovers. Um, well, yeah, it's just the definite, realizing that now, as I have things that I actually, you know, I start to tend to think and see things differently, where I'm like, okay, it's not about the things I want to do. It's about the things I know I'm supposed to do, and doing them because I choose to be obedient to God, and because I love Him, and I want to please Him, and I want to follow His commandments. I want to show my love for Him by being obedient to Him. And sometimes that's waking up early. Sometimes that's going and talking to a brother when I don't want to, when I just want to lay down, um, or whatever. I just want to go and do my own thing and watch a movie. Everything is, I have a lot of good things in my life now because, good habits that I've started, um, that I have to be aware of what the motive is. Is it about me being somebody who's righteous and somebody who is godly and, trying to puff myself up? Or am I trying to seek Jesus, follow Him, and be somebody that He will use because of me and His relationship, that He can use and as an example of to somebody else? Or am I trying to be like, hey, Jesus, I want to be somebody special, and so I'm going to go over here and try and act like I'm doing something special? What's the intention behind it? I would say that for me, I got to keep it simple, and I just got to chase after God, and I just got to love Him, and I got to be in tune to His nudges and be in tune to His Spirit, and just be chasing after Him. And anytime I'm trying to make something happen or change somebody else or trying to do something else outside of just following his step by step guidance and leaning on him and chasing after him, then I am self seeking. That I am stepping out of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and that's just surrendering my life to him. And then I have this thing where I talk about it. You know what I mean? Like that's my I don't know if it's a calling. I don't know what it is, but I just need to chase after God, and that's all that matters. And I need to give Him my life, and He is the greatest, the most amazing thing in the world, and nothing else even compares. And I if I'm going to sacrifice, if I'm willing to put in any effort or sacrifice anything in this life to get ahead, let me sacrifice the things that deserve stacking coin in heaven, that I am building treasures in heaven instead of on this earth. Let me build my faith. Let me show my faith through the sacrifices that I give to God. And so, yeah, today is love God more than myself and check my motives every single day. Have a good day.